It was easier to recover from childbirth than it has been to recover from COVID.
It sucks not being able to do what I want to do.
A year ago today, I was sick as a dog.
This is the first day in a year that I felt 100% myself again. And the only reason is because I'm on steroids.
You wake up day to day not knowing what to expect of what's going to happen.
And because it had been over 30 days, that's when they said I was a long hauler, and they diagnosed it with the post-COVID syndrome.
I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy ever. No one. Having every single day you wake up with a fever really, really sucks.
Feeling like my body was being electrocuted softly, nonstop. And this went on for 2.5 months of feeling like this. By the time I went to the ER, it was so severe that I couldn't function anymore.
2 weeks later, I tested negative, but I wasn't getting better. I was actually getting worse with the headaches and the dizziness. My ears still ring 24/7.
The COVID fog is real, and for me, it's getting worse. You know, I'll be speaking and telling a story, and mid-sentence, I'll go completely blank. I just won't be able to finish the thought.
You know, you don't hear anybody talking about long haulers because the stigma is you get it, in 2 weeks, it's gone. You're good.
I'm still not 100%. My joints ache. I still have issues, muscle spasms going on. I'm not 100%. I'm not mentally, I'm not where I used to be. I can't think as well as I used to. As far as just thought processes.
I used to walk every single morning and jog a little bit, and I can't even fathom doing that right now. So I'm blessed that I'm recovered, so to speak, as far as like not being sick, but the issues that I still have, for me, it's changed my lifestyle. It's changed who I am. I'm no longer that physically fit person that likes to go boxing on the weekends, and just, I feel like that little old lady that can't climb her stairs.
One day at work, it takes 2 days to recuperate.
You can be healthy, you can be hydrated, taking your vitamins prior to all of this, and you have no idea until it's nearing the end of the active virus if you are going to be one of the ones that goes through this. Some people, they're on a year now. This isn't just 2 weeks and done. And it's scary because they don't know what's wrong.
Anything can happen at any time to anybody. No two cases of anything are alike.
And you're not dying. So it's not like everybody's watching your oxygen levels and your whatever. And all your tests come back negative.
It may be in the flu family, but it's like, I'm 66 and it's like flu I've never had. It's not something you have for 2 weeks and get over.
And people's eyes need to be opened up that this isn't a cold. You don't know how you're going to react.
I want to live. I'm 45, for God's sakes. I'm not done yet.
A lot of the doctors and things like that didn't know how to treat the pain and things like that. So they made it very limiting because they didn't understand that we were going through something.
If you're not a strong advocate for yourself, you're not going to get anywhere with getting help. I had to push.
I don't want to go through this again.
I'll go to any length to be able to feel semi-normal I mean, I don't even know if I'll ever feel normal again.
My brain was being so severely affected by inflammation that it was affecting my speech. I still sometimes struggle with words, with either getting them out or finding the word that I know already. It was pretty much like I had dementia.
Many people, especially young people, are ending up with heart damage or brain damage or awful things that they're going to have to live with.
As a long hauler, that's hard because we don't know what's right or what's wrong. Nobody really knows, nobody understands long haulers.
I want to run, I want to jump, I want to be a grown kid and conquer the world. But some days I can't even conquer getting the mail. So it's not just a 2-week stay home and quarantine. For some of us, it's hey, the rest of your life is going to be different. And some of us aren't going to be able to deal with that. Some of us won't have the mental acumen to get over it, because this will alter lives of people.
Hearing the nurse telling me, you're going to be okay, we're not going to let you die. And I hadn't quite thought about dying at that moment, but I knew I was really, really sick. And that was that moment of reality of, oh my God, I could die right now if they don't get my lungs to start taking in the oxygen. And that was extremely scary.
You know, I thought I had another 20 years in me, for, you know, another good 20 years worth of work in me. And as it is now, you know, I'm struggling just to brush my teeth. You know, and people don't get it. You know, I keep going back to the toothbrush thing. And I tell people, you know, it's still a workout just to brush my teeth. You know, and when basic self-care is a workout, yeah, I need help. And it hurts to say that.
I'm too young to be as sick as I've been for the last 7 months. I'm too young to not be able to enjoy my life and to not be able to do the things that my daughter wants to do, and to miss out on all of those types of adventures that we used to do as she's, you know, getting older is so crucial.
I get that the vaccine is a big thing, but there are thousands of people dealing with this. And every time you mention you're a long hauler, people kind of go, what is that? That shouldn't be going on anymore. People should know what's going on, because everybody thinks it's that thing where it just shuts down your lungs, or you go on a breathing treatment, or you go through that. And it's like, wait a second here.
A lot of people don't understand, because it is new, and it is like, hey, you're okay, you look fine, but really I'm not. There's something going on inside of me.
When COVID gets in your brain and it starts causing the kind of anxiety and paranoia that they now know is COVID psychosis, being told it's all in your head, it's just anxiety, all that does is start the perpetual loop in your head of, well, am I crazy? Am I really sick? What's wrong with me? And that tape just keeps playing over and over and over, and it makes you second guess yourself.
You're having to accept that you're being told, we don't know. We don't know what's wrong with you completely. We don't know how long this is going to last. We don't know what the long-term effects are going to be, and what's permanent and what's not permanent. And to swallow that is a lot. And it gets to you at times when your body begins to really fall apart on you and everything is going wrong, and most of it nobody can see.
There are people that are out there that have this every day.
They treat the problems that do develop, but they don't get down to the core of why they're developing.
it doesn't seem like a virus that just stays in one system. It tends to go where it wants to go.